Welcome back to Black Belt Gamers. This is Spoufy here playing some more Spyro the Dragon on the Reignited Trilogy. I apologize for the lapse in content between being a little bit busy with life and kind of injured my toe doing some jiu-jitsu. I mean, I could have recorded, but it would have been crunch time for playing. I don't think I would have had as much fun, so I wanted to make sure that I had all of my my chores and everything that I needed to get done around the house, just to make it a little more relaxed, so I wouldn't be maybe as agitated on the mic as I could have been. But basically, we're just gonna pick up in World 2 here, Peacekeepers. Every world in this game has a theme. This one's a little more militarized. As you see, we got a pacing guard in the corner. This guy will kind of give us the rundown here.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
And some of the enemies will be a little bit more aggressive here and actually attack you. See, we have spear guys, they charge you down. We have these cannon guys. They'll run up to the cannon and they will try to shoot you. But we can also use the cannons as well. You line up with it and you can turn it and flame it and shoot it. And there are plenty of secrets to be found with this. Primarily, like this first one doesn't really have anything, but you can still turn and shoot it. Most of the times that you would need to shoot it are pretty obvious. So. And a thing that I remember as a kid, you'd flame the cactuses, and then they would shake themselves loose. Oh, they don't quite do it as vigorously as they did in the old PS1 game. So, I don't remember if these rock formations are what you shoot, but I know that there's some. Lock onto it, Spyro. Yeah, that one's just an arch, so that one's not going to do anything. But I think it's these stacked rocks that you can shoot, and there's gems in them. No? But we're going to make sure that we get all the treasure in the overworld here before we move into the levels, just to make sure that we don't miss any of the enemies. And there's some of these enemies, they will run under these huts, so you can burn down the hut. And so that one's scared. We'll see if they still do it. Some of them mock you. Yeah. See, he drops his trousers and moons you. So, that's always kind of cool. But, yeah, they don't have any other animations other than that. One moons you and the other ones just they stay fearful of you. So how many dragons do we have? We have 3 dragons here, and we're a little over a quarter of the way with the gems. And there's 1 egg.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting. Be sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Oh yeah, see, they put a target right on the rocks now. I think we shoot that treasure chest. That's one of them. Well, that shot something way off in the distance. But we need to open up that platform for us. Well, that was terrible. You can go get one of the sheep in the last spot there. Get our sparks back. Oh, come on. Where are the sheep? I didn't take them all out, did I? Or the rabbits in this one. So now we can get that animation there. Sparks chasing the butterflies. There we go. Pretty cool. I don't remember if there's anything on top of this arch. I doubt it, but we can get up here. Oh, I missed some gems over here. Good thing I looked. So, but yeah, they tease you. They show those gems and stuff over there. I'm sure there's some speedrun tricks to get over there, but that's not our type of playthrough here. Is there another cannon close by to open up that spot? It's either that or we have to shoot it from somewhere else. Why is the landing so awkward right now? Dude, would you stay on the... I don't feel like he should be sliding off those platforms like that, but... Alright. We'll get his health back another way. No more screwing around here. So where's the cannon to shoot that one? I think that one will reach that one there. Oh my god, he did it again! Why? Why do you not stop your glide? I don't ever remember it being that difficult to do a short glide in the PlayStation. There's our egg thief. This one just runs circles around this lake, so if you kind of head him off here, you can cheat. Get him right away. There's our last dragon.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Didn't I just get Sparks back? Guess it's a good thing we didn't fall in, because apparently it didn't count it that I got him. So now we can grab these. And now we gotta do the perilous glide from up here all the way over there. Although it doesn't look like you can quite make it. So how many gems are we missing? It's still a lot of gems. But there's also the big batch of them up there. That's where our flight level is. Why didn't that work last time? Could have swore I did that. Whatever. Hopefully that's all of our gems. Missing 7. Where? Did I skip any in the main room? I don't think so. Unless there's some by the boss room that we can't get yet. So that's always a possibility. Really? No, the boss room is right here. I don't know what is up with him not catching the edges of these platforms. Seven gems. Where else could you be hidden? Did we miss an enemy somewhere? I don't know. I don't think we did. We checked by all the stages. Weird. I don't know. Well, let's start doing some levels. We'll figure it out. I don't think there's any enemies that we missed, but there's only one way to find out. Got to keep progression going. Don't want to just sit and look forever. We'll find them. Could always be a glitch where they didn't spawn into. Tends to happen with games these days. What the hell happened there? I swear there's some tomfoolery going on with this game right now. What is that? There, I grazed that and I didn't just all of a sudden stop flying. So why did that happen here? There's a lantern in there. I think we're boned. I ain't gonna make it to another one. Retry. I think we have to choose. Either go for the lanterns or the arches. I'm sure you can do both, but probably wants us to do these last. Oh no, the arch is right there. Where's the arch? Man, we're really cutting this one close. Man, light the lantern. Alright, we're gonna go lantern first and then arches, I think. Just gotta remember where the last lantern is so that we don't mess that up. Okay, I see it. Oh man, that's gonna be rough. Why is this so hard? It's like the super strictly tight time limit for seemingly no reason. I don't know if I should go all the way out of the way for this, but we'll just hit the retry again. Okay. Let's make sure we don't mess up this time. Go hit that one. Far wide turn. That one. That one. Where's the last one? I feel like we don't have enough time. Like I'm cutting a lot of these pretty tight, but I feel like we're gonna run out of time before we even get back to the arches. Yeah, especially if it ends up like that. Dang. Alright. I guess we have to try to snake through and get both the arches and the lights or the lighthouses. I don't see any other way to do it. Just don't have enough time otherwise. But isn't there 3 lighthouses left? Yeah, we aren't gonna have enough time. There ain't no way. What path does it want me to take? Man. It's ridiculous. Can't be missing like that. Like, I feel like I remember just one of these flight levels being just way, way tighter than it needs to be. So unless there's like I don't think there's any sort of dash or anything to fly any faster. Like, Spyro does not control, like, super tight in this either. I mean, it controls pretty well, but you're not, you know, making some 90-degree quick turns. So we're gonna hope that this is enough this time to go this way. I don't think it is, because all the lighthouses are back behind us now. Yeah, we have to try to snake through and get them both. There's no other way to go about it. But I think that's gonna be the way to go. Grab that, and we'll grab this lighthouse here, loop back, get you, and then take the boxes. We're gonna have to hope that this is good enough. We're gonna have to snake through. I think we can grab the lighthouses and then go, like, how did that miss? How did that miss? So I feel like this had a 30-second timer on the PS1, and they just cut 5 seconds off of it just to make it way harder than it needs to be. Why, I don't know. But I don't see any reason for this the timer to be this tight, because I don't feel like I'm going too far out of my way to get some of these. Doing a pretty direct route. But now that we just barely grazed the ground there, I bet you now we're going to be on such a tight timer that this isn't really going to work. Unreal. Why is the timer so insanely tight on this? Just don't see any reason for it. This. Come on, flame, hit, please. Are we gonna spend the whole episode on this flying level? What the hell? So I feel like we did the first one in like one go. And now this one's just insanity. Yeah, we don't have enough time, man. It's gonna be close. Unreal. Did I like not take a optimized path even just a little bit there? What is the deal with this? Why is it so insane? Yeah, there ain't no way. No way. No, can't afford to miss those like that. It's like, come on. This is the most time we've had getting into here, so I mean, if this isn't the one, then I have not the slightest idea what they're expecting of you for this one. Wow, why was that one so insane? Like, that was ridiculous. Why is it having me do it again? Why is it doing this? I didn't press anything. Now we gotta figure out where those other 7 gems were in the overworld. I don't want to have to split up the second world already, but I think we might have to. So I've been trying to just keep each episode to be about an hour. So the fact that we're about halfway in, I think now is a good time to throw out some shilling, because I do want to try to grow the channel a little bit, at least get to 1,000 subscribers at some point. So if you're liking the content, anything you'd like to see in the future, leave in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying it, leave me a like. Or if you're not enjoying it, let me know why. I'm just casually playing through most of these games from my childhood. Not really doing any sort of challenge runs or anything like that. Might be down for something like that in the future. But I do have a large collection of retro video games for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, as well as some handheld games. So if there is any game that you would specifically like to see, there is a decent chance that I might have it. So make sure you leave those games below, and I will read through every comment. And if I do have a specific game, I might play it. Because after I finished this, I didn't have anything specifically planned for my next game. But we still have a ways to go before this one is done. I don't remember, isn't there one of these that you can go down, maybe. Oh, here's some gems. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there they are. We found them. Alright, overworld completed. So now we got 3 levels in the boss. Odds are we'll probably get through a couple of them. I know the ice cavern is one that a lot of people don't really like because it's a deep, windy stage, but most of the levels in this game have all been, at least from my childhood, I remember them all being relatively manageable. Like Treetop Town, the supercharged ramp one, that's the one that takes a little bit to figure out. But just follow the egg thief. He shows you the way to get to that far island that usually takes a little bit of effort to figure out. Boom, charge. So yeah, this is I think one of the first times you get into a more open stage. A little bit more exploration needed to find all the gems. A little bit of backtracking. There's always gems in these cauldrons too, so make sure you check those. Check all the nooks and crannies. Sometimes they're hidden stuff like this. But my favorite world in this game is it's probably Magic Crafters. Get our first dragon. Ooh, there's our egg thief. Or if he's easier to catch this way. Might be. Why does it not let me finish my charge and go right into a flame? There, we got him. Alright, we can't get up here. So this is where they're expecting you to do a little bit of explorative platforming to figure out how to get up to all these spots. Because there's a rocket that you have to blow up in one of them. But we also want to make sure that we get all the enemies on the way. Check all the corners, because they do like to hide stuff. So, as I know as a kid, I would try to damage boost with sparks all the way up these little alcoves to see if there's anything hidden back there, but there isn't. Everything is deliberately placed. There is nothing that's super secret. Take a far branching path to find.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
So now he teaches you to charge the armored enemies, but we also got that tip back in World 1. But they're just reminding you, just in case you forgot. And the ice caves is the one where that really comes into play. So here's our rocket. I don't remember what's the. I did not want to roll there. So I think we can maybe not flame it this way. Oh, there we got it. So that hits that up there. But we still have to figure out how to get up to these places, which we can't do quite yet. But we do have to get to all the tops of all of these spots. So, but the path will be open to us eventually. Just gotta keep going forward. Well, it's a good thing I was looking around because I would have missed this otherwise. So. Ooh, I think that's our first golden gem. They're worth 10. So you have 1s, 2s, 5s, 10s, 25s, and I think there's a small handful of 50s. But once we get to the later stages, all of the big number gems will be a lot more plentiful. We do not want to take the return home portal yet. As if you'll notice, we're high enough now that we can glide either across to the other side or to the tops of some of those towers.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
So they basically just tell you that right there too. So we can see there's another dragon there, a whole bunch of vultures. But this is where they expect you to glide to that to light up that rocket. We almost dropped off, but you can just barely make the glide that way. Oh, see, now that we made it up there, we get these shortcuts. Very helpful. Go. We get those out of the way. Head back across. We have lots of gems to get over here. Make some roast vulture. Oh, they don't do it in this one? Oh, that's lame. In the PlayStation game, all their feathers pop off. They look like a defeathered chicken. But they attack pretty directly, so they're not too hard to deal with. But make sure you get as many of the gems as you can from up here before you head back down. Otherwise you will have to backtrack all the way up here. So this is where the level gets a little kind of long-winded if you forget stuff.
Highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
So, 'cause they do give you the whirlwinds, but they don't always take you everywhere you need to go. So you want to make sure you go across this way first. How many gems are we missing? Still missing 39. Pretty sure we don't have to go behind the tower. So 35 left. I'm pretty sure we checked all the cauldrons. I'm just looking for the glints in the distance for there to be gems. Like these. And everything that's left has to be on the outskirts of the desert up here. There's no other spot really that things could be. So we just have to search. But we are walled off. We can't go past these. Huh. It's not seeing. Seems like a lot of gems for how much this level we've explored so far. So I don't see any enemies left. There isn't really anything too far off in the distance to fly to. Pretty sure we checked all the cauldrons. I don't remember there being anything hidden behind that waterfall. There's nothing back there. But there's just going to be one little treasure hoard hidden somewhere. That's all it's going to be usually. But I don't think we can get to the top of that tower over there. We already checked here. There's nothing behind the waterfall. So then it's got to be back at that entry spot. Has to be. It's the only way, only spot left. But I don't think we can get up on top of that. Pretty sure we're blocked off from getting behind it. A little frustrating. What are we? That's a lot of gems to be missing for there to be like no enemies left, and nothing that's like obviously sticking out. I feel like we scoured the level pretty good too. Obviously can't go in that. That door's not going to open, or not a door that can open. So what are we missing? I'm not seeing any glints anywhere. I'm not seeing any batches of enemies that we missed. Well, this is frustrating. Get in there. So I know I got 100% in this game on my other file. We've checked all the cauldrons. Like, I literally don't see anything spawned anywhere. Do we have a key or anything that we haven't used? I don't see one. kind of at a loss. Where else is left? Where else is left to go? There isn't anywhere left to go. What am I missing here? No platform off in the distance. There's no little island treasure hoard somewhere. There's no cave. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, I figured it had to be back here. Yeah, there's a purple gem in there. Okay. Took a little longer than it should have. But should have gone back there a lot sooner. But we got it done. We got it done. That's part of, like, I haven't played this game since my childhood, and then I, re-100%ed it when it came out, and then now it's been several years since I played it again, so. Alright, now let's just go right to the ice caves immediately. We got about, however long it takes us to finish the ice caves. Oh, that's not the spot. Damn it. It's one to the left. Where's a bunny or a rabbit? There you go. Come here. There we go. Just had the spot. Where is it? It's right by Marco. Or not Marco. It's not Marco the balloonist this time.
I can't believe
it's Gosnold.
you found so much hop aboard for the Magic Crafters world if you're ready.
Since each hub world has a different requirement to get to, you can skip some worlds pretty quick. You don't have to do a whole lot, but we are finishing each world before we progress, so we had Artisans, we're in Peacekeepers, up next is Magic Crafters, then Beast Makers, and then we have Nasty's World. So by the time we get done with this, we should be maybe 30-some% through the game. So, but it gives us a little tease of some gems right away behind the gazebo at the start. But this is definitely a stage, much like the last one. Try to check everything before you progress. So there's a lot of gems tucked around corners, gems hidden behind little glide paths, gems on little ledges. So if you're like rushing through a stage and you don't really know where everything is, you'll miss stuff.
Word of caution, everyone. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
But I do remember, it's like while this stage is really big, as long as you are a little bit diligent, it's relatively linear. So you don't have to go too far out of your way. It doesn't have near as much backtracking as like the last stage did. So, but we always want to check, look for glide paths, things like that over there that we know we have to get to. Check your corners. Oh, the bats are for sparks, okay. We need the key, so yeah, we are going to have to backtrack just a little bit. And these, you have to either charge them, or you can jump and collect the gem. But so there's a glide path, and there's our key. We should be able to get to that right now.
Spyro, some big norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
So now he's telling us to give a little charge to those big armored enemies. So our key is down there, so if we go grab that, we'll have to backtrack our way back up here. We'll leave those gems there, since we have to backtrack now.
Thank you for releasing me.
There's our first. Thank you for releasing me. We will get plenty more of those, of varying degrees of cadence. The one I always remember from a kid is there's a really old dragon. Has a very squeaky voice, but I don't think that same dragon is in this game. I think all the voice actors are a little different. So there, we'll get past this guy and give him a charge. And there he goes. So the best part about this level for us is that we don't have ice physics, despite it being a ice world. So that's always nice when you don't have to worry about the ice physics yourself. Cool amount of gems for us. Now instead of going back to the left, we can just glide our way through here. Take our shortcut again and end up back where we were. Ooh, I shot him clear across the gap. Nice. Just making sure that my microphone is working this time so I don't record for an hour. Almost at the end. Is this a 300 gem stage? 400. Still got 2 more dragons. So they tease you with the ending right there. But we still have a lot more stage. Oh, there's one of the guys on skis. But not too tough. This is the guy we gotta charge at least twice. Another guy on skis. They're pretty easy to dodge, as long as you keep going at like a slight angle. You don't have to worry too much about them ever hitting you with anything. Oh, come on. There we go. We loop around, get up there. There's another armored guy. Ooh, my angle is bad. There we go. Charge. And charge. And he's a goner. Look at all these enemies still. 32 more gems. 2 more dragons.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
Ready to complete your adventure, but we still got plenty of more worlds to get through. So now right there is back to our return home. And the last dragon is right there. So, stage is almost done, but see what I mean? This stage feels a lot more linear than the last one.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
There's our last treasure hoard. And a 1-up. Two gems left. Done. And there's 3 1-ups right there. So we'll try to figure out how to get those. But I'm pretty sure... Let's see, where do we have to glide from? I don't think we can glide from here. Yeah, because that's quite up there. I want to try to figure that out, because we got everything else. We got to try and expose or show off all the secrets and things that we can when we play these games, because the developers put them there to be found. So, and since I'll be wrapping up this episode once the level is done, need to make sure that I can see the spot that we're trying to glide to. I wonder if it's supposed to be from the beginning of the stage that we glide to it, and then you kind of play the level backwards. Yeah, that's got to be it, because it's right over there. Oh no! No! Where is it going to set me? Probably at the last dragon we were at. That's rough. I didn't need to slow down. Okay, it put me kind of back at the beginning. So we lost 1 life to get 2. So, worth. Let's make sure we cut our jump nice and tight this time. Ooh, we lost 1 to get 3, so a net gain of 2. Perfect. We is out of here. But, well, like I said, about halfway through. I hope you're enjoying the content so far. I won't chill out another time in this video, but we should be able to finish Peacekeepers in the next episode. I will do my best to make sure that it is not almost 2 weeks before I put up the next video. But I do have my best friend visiting this week, and I am going camping next week, so there might be a small hiatus in there, but it won't be the same as last time. But I could also, if I do get some extra time this weekend, record a couple episodes, get them in the backlog, and get them ready to go. But until then, you take care of yourself. It is almost the 4th of July, so have yourself a good, safe weekend. Make sure you come back with all your digits and all your toes. We don't need anybody having any accidents of any kind. I know it's worthwhile to celebrate, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you do it safely. So, be safe. Take care of yourself. We'll catch you in the next episode. Adios.